This is Actar's Reviews, from anime to figures and beyond.
This time, welcome to my second and probably last ever review week. This has certainly been a long time coming, and over the course of the week, we'll be taking a look at the Armor Digivolving figures from the Japanese Digimon Adventure 02 toy line. Unlike the previous theme week, I'm starting this off with an introduction/overview video to introduce you guys to and talk about some of the things that are applicable to the line as a whole. This is going to be a difficult series to review, as I might not repeat some of the details that were mentioned in the earlier videos, so that it won't sound too repetitive for those who are watching them in order. But I'll also have to try to keep them informative enough so that they can stand their own. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the Armor Digivolving figures thought up by Bandai of America. I put that in air quotes because technically they weren't Armor Digivolving at all. I mean, converting directly from the digi-egg to the Digimon itself isn't really in keeping with the spirit of the show, if you know what I mean. Not to mention, they weren't really well designed. Most of them had decent looking Digimon modes, but utterly failed as eggs and looked more like the Digimon was squatting or crouching than anything else. But I have to give credit where credit is due, and some of them like the Submarimon, Shurimon and Magnamon ones were pretty valiant attempts. But the fact remains is that they turned directly from the eggs into the Digimon, which isn't accurate. For you see, Armor Digivolution, or Armor Evolution in the Japanese version, consists of taking a base Digimon and combining them with armor parts that come in the form of eggs. Pretty much Digimon Saint Seiya version 1.0. Version 2.0 being the hybrid evolutions in Frontier. So this is where the Japanese Armor Evolution figures come into the picture, because in Japan, the Armor Evolution figures were actual Armor Evolution figures. Meaning to say, they had a base Digimon figure that could turn into their armor evolved forms. When combined with armor pieces, they could also turn into an egg. The amazing thing is, with just one base Digimon figure and different eggs, they could recreate all of their armor evolution forms. So this is how the line went. You had 4 base sets: Vmon with the Digimental of Courage, Hawkmon with the Digimental of Love, Armagimon with the Digimental of Knowledge, and Patamon with the Digimental of Hope. They then sold the other Digimentals separately as EX sets, or extra sets, that only consist of the armor parts. You needed to have the base figures from the main sets to actually enable you to recreate the Armor Digivolved Digimon. Needless to say, the thought that went into these toys is nothing short of impressive. I mean, just think about it. The designers had to not only take into consideration the base Digimon figure, but the evolved forms and the egg forms as well. Don't forget, you also have to multiply that by 2 for Hawkmon and Armagimon, and 3 for Vmon. Let's just say that I'm really happy that I wasn't the person in charge of designing these toys. Of course, some liberties had to be taken, but I still think that overall, the line is pretty much a resounding success, as you will see in the week to come. I mean, not only are the toys accurate to the Armor Evolution concept of the show, you can also display the Digimentals separately and even use them as replicas or roleplay toys in a way. As evidence from the backs of the boxes, you could even mix and match parts to create your own unique armor evolutions. Unfortunately, one of the main complaints that plague the line is a lack of articulation and accuracy. But then again, that's to be expected with all transforming toys, and considering what these figures are capable of, it's a miracle that they were able to pull it off as well as they did. Another issue that I have is that the line isn't complete. What do I mean? Well, we have Vmon, Hawkmon, Armagimon and Patamon. Notice something missing? That's right, they did not have a Tailmon/Gatomon Armor Digivolving figure and the Digimental of Light, which is a crying shame. There's honestly nothing more depressing and annoying than being one short of a full collection. It's literally a case of being so close yet so far. I have no idea what the reasoning was behind this decision, be it a lack of interest or designing issue. I guess whatever is done is done. Just do be aware of what you're getting yourself into if you do plan on setting up a Digimon Adventure 02 display on your shelf. So that's pretty much all I have to say with regard to the entire line. See you guys tomorrow on day 1, technically 2, of Digimon Adventure 02 week.